Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. I was trying to figure out what to do with a stack of bags I have here. So I pulled out these that are pretty much similar. They're like little, little treat bags, whatever. And I figured with these, because I've only got 4 pulled, so this would be the easiest thing to start with. Well, I was thinking about putting them as pockets and tucks in a journal. Something we'd have readily available. We just stick in there. I come across a page every now and then that I don't know what to do, and I figured this would be a good way to start. Alright, along with these 4 bags, I pulled just the first things that came out of my stash bin. I've got 2 of the smaller pieces of paper. I've got a piece of the paper we made with glue and tissue. Piece of decoupage parchment paper. I think this is coffee dyed rice paper. A couple of book sheets. I did lines on one of them. And I pulled, because I'd used up all my scraps. My copy paper scraps. So I pulled out some new ones. And when I pull papers, I try to use some that I think would go together. So I have this one here that's got, floral on it. Another floral. And some of that I had bought as digitals. And I tried to choose some that has the basic colors of what I use. I figured we'd go from there. The pinks, the oranges, or yellows, or just an array of colors. And things that, like I said, would go together. This one here is, and a page of script. So, with these, and these few little pieces here, let's see what we can come up with. So, push my stash box back, set those over. The first thing I want to do is figure out how I want these folded. So I think what I'm going to do is, because here, let me come in here and, I got this one on top, so we'll use this one. I just want to ink the top, not so much because it needs it, but so that you can see where the bag is. Because white on white doesn't really show up that well on video. So we've got a little overlap there. So what I think I'm going to do is come almost to there, hold that down, and crease it there. Crease it real good. Now I had tried folding it a different way, but I think I like that better. So now all I'm going to do with this is just glue up. Let's see, do I want 2 sides and have that one up there? Well, let's do the sides this way. I bring out, and now I'm using Fabri-Tac because this bag has almost like a slick surface to it, like a waxy surface. So I'm going to come right down the side on that one, come down the side here, stay on the thing, recap, and I'm going to press it down and press outwards because I don't want the glue going on towards the inside. There. Now we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, and then depending on how we glue this down, we could either have a pocket going this way or another one here. But this is our base. That's how simple it is. I'm going to set that one aside. Next one, I think what I'm going to do is bring this one almost up here. Well, let me ink that side because you can't really see it that well. I'm even having trouble seeing it, and I've got it right in front of me. So I'm going to bring this one all the way up to the edge there, making sure my side is even. and come down and give it a good crease with my bone folder. Now since I did this way and this way on the other one, I think I'm going to go this way with this one here. You don't always have to glue them all the same. If you want to, that's fine. Now I'm not going right to the edge on this side because I'm going to be up near this part up here. And I don't want it to ooze that much when I press it down. So, now it's going to wiggle on me. And there. Alright, so we got those two done. And let those dry. Now, Glycine bags are notorious for not having anything stick to them. But I'm folding the same way. Only this time I'm going to bring it up here right to the edge. And then crease here. And I want this edge and this edge glued down. So, come right along here, and down here, fold that one over, and do the mooshing towards the outside. Okay, yeah, that's got that glue oozed out, but that's okay. So there goes another one. I got glue all over my mat, but that's why I use a glass mat. This one here, basically the same way, but not quite as far up. I'll come this way, and then down here, and fold. Now I'm not worried that that comes up some. We'll take care of that when we put the cover on these. Now, what I had thought was, I mean, these are basically ready for when I do my journal, and I can cover them in whatever, and either make, like I said, this is a pocket or this way or pocket, or glue the whole thing down. So I've got, you know, these are pretty much staged for how I want to use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in my stash. These, however, I've got a different idea for it. Now, let me see. I want to take this here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this right on there. Bring it down a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, about there. But I'm going to need something down here on this end. So, and because this is glycine paper, oh, or do I even want to go that far? No, let's not even do that. Let's just glue this part here in place. Now, I'm going to see where I want it to go. So I know I've got to glue down to this part. Now, both of these bags are pretty much a see-through bag. Now, I'm going to get all the way up here, too. So, which is why I'm using this technique. Because I want to be able to see what I put in them. Now, let me grab my little spreader here. Now that, then I can use that as a flap. So I like that idea. And being that this is glue and tissue, it's not going to tear. So all I'm going to do is trim this side. And I'm not bothered if I don't get very close. So, and I'm not worried about that on the other side. So now this will close. And I've got a little pocket, say for traveling. If I want to put, I can put some stickers in here. I could put a few like smaller embellishments, tags, whatever. And, you know, I can pretty much see what I stick in there. Oh, let me find me a tag right here. So if I was to stick this in, if I can get it open, you can see that there is a tag in there. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but I can tell it. If, let me find a darker one. Yeah, so you can, maybe this will help. So I can pretty much see that there is something in there. And then the double thickness here is good because this is the side I'm going to be pulling out of. This here, I've got this on the backing, and it's okay down there. You know, so I've got another place, or a little something something, to hold the things that, you know, I want to take with me. And I can stick this inside the journal I'm working on. So something as simple as a little ephemera pocket. And you don't have to glue these in. Like I said, because each time you go, you may want to put something different in it. Alright, so there's one. And I've used these before and they're really great. Now, this is the waxed sandwich bag. And I'm not sure how that's going to hold on the sides because waxed things do not like to stick together. So, what I'm also going to do on the edges to make sure that this stays is, this is the, what I used to call the fabric medical tape. Well, if I can find out where it starts at. Oh, there we go. And it sticks to everything and anything, which is good because that's just what I need on these sides here. I cut a piece that I think will fit. It'll be just a little bit larger or longer. Cut that off, and what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to lay it down there on one side, smooth that down, pick it up, and then fold it over. I'm not worried that it's not straight. It does not bother me. I mean, if you do this and you want to measure to make sure you've got everything exactly straight and flush, that's fine. You do you. That's what crafting's all about. Alright, one side done. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing to the other side. If I can get... This is some strong tape. That's why I like using, because I know that it's going to stay. And I found out that they carry this at the Dollar Tree. I bought several rolls so that I will always have some in my stash. Okay, do that side. Come over and fold it over. Now I know even with the glue and this tape, that's not going anywhere. Make sure I don't cut into. Now, I cut a little away from the fold because I don't want to risk getting that fold. And am I worried that it sticks up a little bit? No. Now, this one here has a small flap to it. But I do want to, you know, make that a little bit longer. And I'm not really concerned about seeing through this one, whether I am or not. So, and I probably should have done this before I put the tape on. Go just that far. I think that will work. So, what I'm going to do here, like I said, I should have done this before I put the tape on, is I'm going to peel the tape back. I'm going to come in here with some Fabri-Tac and put that all the way down to the end. Lay this on top, just like that, and fold that back over. That tape will stick to it. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so that side's done. Now, I didn't glue it here, because I want to be able to come up here and trim this down all the way down like this. And no, I'm not worried that if it's not even, because this is just for, you know, for my personal use. Now, fold that back, and I'm going to glue all in here. And I also wanted to pull this tape back on this side, just like that. Now, come across here with my glue, all up here, and all in the middle. Now, if you're using these sandwich bags, sometimes the glue will hold, sometimes it's not going to hold. And, you know, if you're really worried about it, then don't use them. But it doesn't bother me, you know, because they're just holding different things for while I'm crafting and while I'm traveling. And this one has a nice, even though I did not do anything with the gussets, you know, I left them in, it sort of gave me a dividing area there. And then take this and find out where that goes and train it to fold at that point. And there goes another travel bag. Just that simple. Out of, you know, sandwich bags, glycine bags. We've got page tucks and pockets out of the other ones. You know, so these will be ready. When it comes to these bags, let them dry overnight. You know, before you use them or put anything inside them. Give them time to dry. You know, so everything will adhere. Another thing you can do, if you're using like copyweight paper or a lightweight paper bag, if you're going to try this technique, get out your iron and iron them, because that wax will absorb into the paper and also help hold it. I've done that before. So we have our two pockets that we can use, what I call my traveling pockets. We have our two journaling pockets, a pocket there or there. You can either lay it flat or have it just, you know, so you've got another pocket here, here, or even on this side. This one here, we have a pocket up top, and we've got one here, and depending on how we want to attach it, we can end up with a different pocket from the back, or just glue it straight down. Now these, I wait until I'm going to use them to decide what paper goes on them, or, you know, anything like that. But it's really simple, you know, to decorate these. I'm just going to take a piece of, let's see, what do I want here? Alright, with this one, I'm going to, let me find my ruler. I don't know where my metal ruler went to, one I usually use for tearing. So, off comes that side. And then I don't want the title, so I'll just take that part off. And then figure out, well, which one was I working on? I'm working on this one. Come right here and figure out where I need to tear for the rest of it. This part comes here. And now see too, do I want to, when I put it in, do I want to put it upwards? But then I've got this pocket on this side. So I'm going to go with a straight up and down. Figure here. Get me just a reference point on where I need to tear. And it up, and off it comes. And then all I've got to do is glue this part down. Find out where I did put my glue at. This was the one that had lines on the back. Get us some glue on there. And down it goes. Just that simple. Very, very simple. I can take it, oh, let's see, let's go a step further. I want something with a bit of color. I'll pull out through some of these. Oh, there's a pretty one. I like that one. I'm going to come in here and just hit the edges with some ink and then glue on the back. I wonder if I can get the top off. Alright, see which way. Let's see. I think that's a bird. I'll put it right down there. Nice and quick, and we'll finish it off with a sticker of some kind. See what I got in here that would work. Oh, let's see. What do I have? Get down here and some... Ooh, this will do it. A coffee plant sticker. I love my coffee. So, we'll do the tape trick. Make sure I love that trick. And, well, I can get the tape off my fingers now. Figure out which way this is going, and there. Just that simple. The other one I'm going to wait till I start working on, my next project to decorate this one. So we have one pocket set for our journal. We've got one to put in our stash for later, and we've got two little traveling envelopes to put our tags, ephemera, whatever in when we're traveling. The flaps hold the stuff in. We stick those in the journal we're working on. Not bad out of 4 bags. And that's 4 bags that I've got out of my stack. I've still got a lot more to go, so there'll be more bag videos coming up. If you like what you're seeing here, give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.